morning, good morning. Welcome all you new folks and welcome back everybody to Loving It on Keto. For the second time. Take two, had no mics on. I'm just talking and here he's like, oh my gosh. He gets this downtrodden look on his face. I'm going, what? He goes, don't be mad. He goes, don't be mad. That was great. He goes, that was great. Don't be mad. I go, what? What's wrong? He goes, we don't have mics on.
Well, I don't like to upset the talent.
And with his camera, if he's got the mic part on it, it takes away all the sound. So it's not like it's the regular sound through the camera without mics. It's no sound without mics. So he deleted it. I've already said everything I wanted to say, so we're done. No, we're not done. Anyway, you guys. Got up this morning, did something a little bit different as far as instead of coming in. I get up every morning, dear. I wouldn't be on the video.
Yeah, I mean, you got up early.
Got up and did not take my blood ketones or glucose. Instead, what I did was, as I got a nice glass of water, sat down in front of the TV to look at some of what my video was from last night, read some of my emails and everything. I wanted to wait about an hour and be up and moving about before I did my glucose and ketones to see if that made any difference or lowered my glucose at all or raised my ketones at all or did both or did none or whatever. But we did that and I want to share that right here with you. It's finger pricking time. Yes, it is finger pricking time, you guys. So let's see. Did something new today, this morning. See what it does or does not do.
You're copying me again.
You're copying me. Let's see. Five, 0.5. I'm in ketosis. Yes, I am. Ooh.
0.6. Ooh.
Wow, Harry. It pays to get up and just not do your blood right after you jump out of bed. Well, let's see how my glucose does before I speak too soon. 113. Let's see what yours is. 101.
101. Always 101 or 90 something.
Here you go. Okay, you guys, come back in the next segment. So the glucose was down a little bit. My ketones were pretty good. 0.5. Harry's were 0.6.
Yeah. So,
and his glucose was a little bit lower than mine. So maybe that's what I need to be doing. Not do so much get out of bed, get my morning regime, run in here and take it. Maybe I just need to relax, sit down, have some water, something like that, and then take it in about an hour after I've been up, just to get a little bit better reading. I don't know. We can see how that goes. Anyway, you guys, we had a great time yesterday with Robbie and having a chat with her. And so many of you have said what a great time you had watching the videos, and that it's great that we're interviewing normal people on the ketogenic lifestyle, that you really enjoy that. I think one person doesn't like it, but one out of however many of you replied. I truly appreciate for feedback. Now also asking you guys for your feedback on what we should do in April. And it looks like the consensus is there's a few of you who don't like keto chow. I understand that, but there's a ton of you who do. Maybe a 1 week, 2 week keto chow, I don't know. Most of you would like to see more of the end your carb confusion, lifestyle. A few of you throughout the egg fast diet. We've done that, been there, done that. The PSMF, we've been there, done that challenge. I'm thinking for Harry and I would, because we're going to be going, it's Easter, and we're going to be road trip to Austin to KetoCon this year. Hopefully we get to do that still, if barring nothing happening, right? Getting to go there and then having time with everybody and meeting everybody and doing all those things, it might be easier for us, less stressful to do an end your carb confusion phase 1, or page 4 protocol. Now you have to remember, Dr. Eric Westman has added yogurt. He has added protein shakes as far as verbally on his shows. If you follow him at all, he just says you need to keep track, you know, of the carbs, because he is all about 20 total carbs, and so are Harry and I. So I don't think, Harry and I talked, and we don't want to do a lot of dairy products in April. Harry's getting a pooch, and he doesn't know if that's from sweeteners, artificial sweeteners, or if that is from the dairy products. So I'm not going to make more dairy. I'm not going to make more yogurt right now. Once my yogurt's done, I'm not going to make it. And I will limit, because you do limit the amount of cheese you use with Dr. Eric Westman's phase 1 or page 4, whichever one you work from. So we talked about that. Now Harry, like I said yesterday, and if you guys didn't watch that video, go watch it here, interviewing, having a chit chat with Robbie. He used to drink Bang all the time, right? And that's an aspartame. That's an artificial sweetener. Then he kind of weaned himself over to Rain. That was sucralose. I was using quite a bit of skinny syrups, quite a bit. And I have weaned myself totally off of using skinny syrups at all, unless we are going someplace where, like, we want a coffee and we're out and about, like a Starbucks or something where they have their syrup. It's made with sucralose and we have that in our coffee. I use and stick to stevia, right? In my tea, I use liquid stevia extract plain. And in my coffee and yogurt and everything else that I'm sweetening, I tend to use this brand, Better Stevia, Better Now Stevia. And this is made by Now brand. We love that brand. But he wants to try to break away from, and then he went from Rain to Ice, has the caffeinated drinks. They're the no sugar caffeinated drinks with sucralose. So he's going to try to wean himself from that totally. And he wants to limit the dairy product. He wants to not have yogurt to tempt him. And we're going to try to wean that out of our normal daily protocol, with maybe an occasional once a week cheese, like if we want tacos or we want, you know, something with cheese in it, but not heavy duty dairy, to see if that helps us at all. Now, we are going to keep our daily, and my brain just went blank, our drink that we do, our daily regime that we do, you guys, because well, at night we use Calm, but we use the MSM Pure, we use the Keto Daily Minerals, we use iodine in our drink all the time, and then we use an electrolyte. Now, when I am fasting, Harry, go over here to the coffee station and I'll put these back. I use and love the electrolyte drops, and I'm almost out, but I'm using it till the very end. I put a little splash of this in my coffee and my tea, because I'm not using any of the heavy cream MCT powders or keto collagens at all before my break fast, right? And then after my eating window has closed. And I've gotten really used to it. I'm telling you, Keto Chow liquid electrolytes in your coffee or tea really do help take away any bitterness that's there, although there's no bitterness in our coffee now because we drink Momento coffee and we absolutely love it. I've gotten down to only 2 to 4 drops of stevia in my coffee, but then I refill it and refill it and refill it, and pretty soon I'm drinking black coffee with my electrolytes in it. And that really works for me. At night, I will have some of my Calm which we get from Costco, and it's basically a magnesium carbonate, or I'll put some of the magnesium drops in, you know, and go from there. So I call it my morning elixir, and you guys haven't seen us do it for a while, but I'll share that with everybody again, because we do that all the time.
Oh yeah.
We absolutely
Makes you
100%
feel good.
do. Now, something about Real Light, just so you guys know, they are changing. They're making a huge change, and they're renaming their electrolytes because they're changing one of the ingredients, the calcium ingredient in it. They'll now be 0 calories. There's a whole article from them that came out. They're purposefully going to go out of stock so that they can bring in the new items. So I just want to share that with everybody with Real Light. And I'm excited to see what the actual new Real Light tastes like compared to the old, etc. But I'm excited about the 0 calories on that, because this had 5. Had 5, and now it's going to be 0. So it's not going to affect a fasting state at all. So I'm excited about that. I'm kind of doing some housekeeping on things I'm thinking about here. But another thing is after eating that steak that we got from Costco, right, the grass-fed steak, I decided I'm not going to make I brought it out, but you guys,
Oh, I
I like it so much that we're just going to eat it as steak and eggs, like today for breakfast, because yeah, I would get a cheaper piece of meat, like a chuck steak or something, right, on sale that I can just chop up and throw in my dehydrator. But this is so good and so delicious. It's like, I don't really want to do that. I want to eat it. I want to eat it now. Yes, I do, and have some eggs. We do need to go. We're waiting for something to come via FedEx that we have to sign and return. We're still going through all of that. And you guys, Arvida, they still are waiting for one of the awnings and the screws. And it's like, we have to go there, because I have got my and your carb confusion, my how to break your stall, the stall slayer, Amy Berger, a bunch of Harry's equipment is in there. I have my extra mayo jars and some extra food that's in there, right? Because we had it, the only thing we took out was the refrigerator, freezer, and then everything from underneath we had to clear out. And it's like, it's over 3 weeks, and it's not their fault, but it's ridiculous. And I said, listen, we're doing a road trip down to Austin, Texas. And I said, we're leaving, like, I don't know if it's going to be the 17th or the 18th yet, but somewhere around in there, and we won't be back until like the 25th. And if you have Arvida and she's done, you're going to have to store her for us for free, because we have planned this for 6 months unless something happens, an emergency or something where we can't go. But I said, I also, at the last minute, we decided to rent a bed and B&B, Airbnb down there. Otherwise, we would be taking her and plan the whole trip with her. So it's getting a little bit stressful, because I am getting so tired of looking at my table and tripping over chairs in the living room and the rug and everything else, and I can't get my bike rack, my new bike rack that we bought for our e-bikes on. I can't do any of that. So it's very frustrating, and I understand they're probably frustrated too, but we need to go down there. They're open till 7. We need to go down there, and I need to get my books out of there. I need to get some of my clothes out of there, some of my gym stuff, some of my bras out of there. You know, I mean, I left her packed. We were going to hit the road again. So yeah, it's been very, very frustrating for that. But I want to go get, and for those of you who are new, I want to remind everybody, if you can, stock your cupboards with canned goods. Meats, even canned vegetables. You know, they're not the best in the West, but get your pantry ready so that if you had to, you could go 5 to 10 days with the food that's in your house if something happened and you couldn't get to your money.
Yes, if something
If something happened.
you need to get some cash in your house.
Yes, you need to have a little bit of cash in your house too, so that if you needed to buy something in the interim, you could.
Just do it.
Harry and I it's better to be prepared than to be without. And especially if you have children or elderly that you are taking care of in your home. If you can, get a little bit of cash, have that in an envelope, put that in a safe place so that you can use it for emergencies such as gas, right? Food. It's also very good to have too, because there are a lot of things that are happening out there, a lot of things in flux, a lot of stuff you see in the news and a lot of stuff you don't. You have to research for it and you have to dig for it and you have to look for it. But I'm just saying, I want to be prepared. I would rather over prepare and not have to use something in an emergency than to not be prepared at all and have an emergency happen and have nothing. So that's all I'm saying about that. Anyway, got my refrigerator full, got some turkey out for Sally today. We are going to we're going to break our fast. Harry was very tired today, so he took a little bit of a nap. We stayed up late last night. If you didn't notice, our video went up quite early, later than normal, but earlier in the morning. So because we were gone doing the interview with Robbie. So I let him take a little nap. And I did laundry. So fun times. I don't mind though. Anyway, you guys, so we are gonna come back and we are gonna break our fast and I'll share.
Hey, boys and girls. It's bright outside, but hey, look how nice and dark it is in here. It's nice. I like it that way. So I'm going to keep it that way for a while. I thought I'd show you something today I thought was kind of cool. It's going to involve the French press. Yes. But here's something cool. You know, one thing I like about these, man, is they get dirty so easily. They get so easily. It's a mess to clean up. So I want to show you what I've been using for a while. Yeah. French press bags. Yeah, man, that's cool. So what do you do with them? Well, I'll show you. Good question. Okay. So this is a new batch, and as you can see, they're just kind of a bag thing, right? Like an oversized tea bag kind of looking thing, right? So what I do is I take this, take my coffee, put this over here so you guys can see what the heck I'm doing, right? Take my coffee, open it up, fill it up just like you would like a tea bag, you know? However strong you like it. And you go ahead and you cinch it up. Just like that. Now, you can get them in other sizes, and the other size that I usually have is they're longer, you know, and you put it in like this, and you let the string hang over, just like that, just a little bit, right? Then you pour your water in on it. So, go ahead and I pour my water in. I'm going to pour it right on the bag itself. And I'm going to fill it up about maybe that far. Maybe a little bit more, okay? Just like that. Then I take this and kind of push down on it. A couple of times. Trying to get it to get as much of that out of there as I can. Right? Then I'll take this out. This one doesn't have long strings. I'm gonna have to order myself some other ones. Then I'll go ahead and I'll fill it up the rest of the way, as far as I'm gonna have it, let's say. And I go ahead, put this back in, push it all the way down, push it again. You can see the gas coming out of there. It's coming out of the bean itself, right? So it's releasing some bean. Then we're going to let this sit for 6 minutes, like we usually do. Then we'll come back. 5 minutes passed. Then, now, yeah. Okay, it's done. Let's pull this out. The beauty of this is you can take this, just like this, and throw this part away. Oh yeah, my favorite part. Anyways, now just take it and you can see it. It's not such a bad looking cup of coffee, really. Looks pretty good. A little cloudy, not that bad though. But the nice thing about it is there's no sediment down in there. So you pour your coffee out. Look, no sediment. Maybe a few pieces come through the bag, but easy, clean, throw it all away. I don't have to deal with it now. That is great. And as for the coffee itself, oh dude, it tastes so good. Just like it should. Anyways, there you go. You can get these, I think, on Amazon. Where did I put them? I'll put these down in my coffee area on the, you know, in our little store we got, so you guys can go grab the stuff that everybody, because you know that store we put together is basically everybody that watches us has used and really like. So that's the whole reason why we put it up there, so you guys can go get it easier. Anyways, here they are, French press brewing bags. There's 200 of them in one of these. It'll last you a long time. But anyways, that's about all I got. Okay, well, I'm gonna go have my coffee now, you know, and enjoy the rest of my day. Enjoy your 5-minute coffee break.
Okay, you guys, I've got my meat over here. I've got what was left from last night, plus I've got more. It's so good, you guys. I'm telling you, it is.
Fabulous.
It's really good. Anyway, I've got my butter was browning, so I'm gonna put our eggs in here. I gotta make a shopping list because I need eggs, mayonnaise, tuna. Grab another thing of Spam while we're there. Maybe grab another chicken while we're there. Canned chicken. And cover it and turn it down.
There ain't no like little tiny feathers in there, right?
No, just a little spot. It was gonna be a chicken, yeah. And you want yogurt with yours. So I've got some yogurt. And let me put some meat. Let me get a fork. But
Wendy's, they're all over the kitchen this morning.
I am. I'm gonna put it all on one plate and then we can heat it.
Yeah. Works better that way.
We don't like it too hot because we like it nice, as rare as we can get it.
Yep.
Pink. Just take the heat off, basically.
I don't want it to get all cooked.
Well, you don't want it to get
Cooked.
tough.
Right.
It gets tough when you overcook meat.
Tougher. It was so nice and
tender and juicy and delicious. We just want to get that little bit of fat that's on it just warmed up. And there's quite a bit of meat. Smells delicious. Ooh. There we go. Oh, yummy. These would make, if I had some of my protein buttermilk bread big rolls, these would make delicious Philadelphia cheese steak, right? Mm-hmm. Take some onions, some mushrooms, and some bell peppers and saute them and get some delicious provolone cheese. Oh, that'd be good. And then toast the bread and make yourself a Philly sandwich and use this gravy.
Actually, that'd be great.
Take the gravy and just heat the gravy and add just a little bit of like gar gum or xanthan gum or whatever you use to thicken yours with. Oh, yeah. Now I'm salivating. Oops, eggs are done, gotta hurry. Shield of protection. Oh no, almost missed. Ooh, that's hot. That feels good, actually. Sally's gonna want some eggs, so I need her little bowl.
Okay. I'll get it.
I can put a little bit of yogurt and her eggs all together. That'll work, huh? Let me get this out. Yep, perfect. Perfect timing. Sally, some whites right there.
I was lazy today.
Well, I wonder where she got that from. You guys went and took a nap while I was busy slaving behind a hot stove, washing clothes. There's no butter left.
You mean putting the clothes inside of the machine that washes the clothing?
Yeah. Do you know how to do that? No.
Well, you put some clothes
I'm sure.
some soap in there.
I'm sure you could learn very quickly, dear. I'm sure you could. Let's see. Let's get some. You want horseradish in yours?
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think I do.
I think I'm gonna get you a rock so you can go outside
And do
if
it?
energy ever goes out, you can clean the, have your own rock to clean your clothes on.
Yeah, you got rocks in your head there, buddy. I have a washerboard somewhere. It was decoration for the house on the wall, not to be used in real life. Anyway, you guys, steak and eggs. Yes, indeed. It's what's for breakfast. Anyway, you guys, we've got to eat now, and I'm very excited because this smells delicious. Yes, indeed. See you guys in the next segment.
Yeah, I know a lot of you out there like me, you care a lot about your animals, and what I've been trying to do with Sally is trying to keep her as healthy as possible. I stopped a long time ago using store-bought foods. Now, if you take your food that you're feeding your dog and you open it up, so you can grab it, especially if it's Purina, you open it up, you'll see little hairs in there. And that's actually from the rendering. Those are real hairs, by the way. in there. Also, a lot of the stuff they put in there, I have found, causes a lot of problems. I know when we had Great Danes, after they've been eating a lot of this stuff for too long, their stomachs would turn. It's quite painful. And and I wanted my dogs to live a better, healthier life as much as possible. Wendy and I did, so we started looking into what does a dog really eat out in the wild, you know, that kind of thing. And it's hard for us to get like just plain old raw everything and feed a dog. We tried that with Sally. It didn't work out too well. So we started feeding her stuff like chicken. This is chicken here, beef, and stuff like that. But then we started adding something, and I want to show this to you. Because in my reading, when I was reading, we found out that if a dog doesn't get a certain amount of taurine in their diet, they can get super sick and even pass on. So you want to make sure your dog is getting this or something similar. Check what you're feeding them. See if there's some taurine in it. You know, I'll get it close so you can kind of. Anyway, that's the name. And I give her just a few shakes of this, not very much. Just all it takes is a couple, because of her size. She's small. She's like 7-8 pounds, right? So I don't give her a whole lot of it. I just sprinkle a little bit in there. Pet Lab. This is Pet Lab. Pet Lab is this stuff's really good. It's probiotic chews for your dog. I just take like a half of one of these. This is the Pet Lab probiotic. It's really important. I give it to her because she has some problems with digestion, and that's probably why she couldn't eat the real raw meats. It just didn't work. It didn't work at all. She got kind of sick. Now on top of that, I give her a pinch of the MSM, and I do that because of her back and her hip. And because you know, if she's had a back operation, you know, could have bought a small car with that cost. I mean, it's not cheap. And I use the coarse flakes for her. Okay, and you guys are probably pretty much understand that one. This one's really good too. This is Zesty Paws, and it's called 8-in-1 bites. I give her like half of one of these also. And as you can hear, she knows I'm getting ready. And I like this because this is more of the vitamin side of it. It's got joint complex, heart complex, skin complex, gut complex, immune complex, antioxidant complex, liver complex, performance complex. It's got a lot of stuff in here. I'm not going to go into it because I'm not a botanist. But anyways, I just wanted to kind of pass that on. And I kind of wonder what you guys are doing for your dogs, you know, and your cats and stuff. It's kind of important, you know, because what you feed them is no different than us. Not only as good as what they eat. Anyways, hope that helps. See you in a bit. Third cup so far. Yeah. Well, Wendy's not feeling real great. She put on some aftershave, and this is some stuff we haven't tried before. And she has gets massive headaches around certain perfumes. So I put this stuff on, which is basically just Old Spice, right? And man, I put that on. She came in the bathroom and bam, hit her instantly. She saw flashes in front of her eyes. Got her into the other room, put down all these, all the new blinds we had put in, so it'd be dark in the house. Gave her a couple of her pills, sat her down, and she's fighting it. So I'm gonna call this one quits for the day. And you guys don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that little bell, okay? And give us a thumbs up because we really need that. And I guess that's going to be about it for today. And she'll be back tomorrow. hopefully feeling a lot better. So now you guys. Oh, that is good. Oof.